Everyone, and thank you for watching my video. This video is about investments, making money and predicting the patterns of money. It's a numerology video, and my hopes are that this video helps you make really good financial decisions by looking in the energetics of numbers prior to making any big decision in regards to what you plan to do with money. And I just want to start by saying that I am not by a long shot any financial expert or I'm really great or good with money. I'm just simply taking the numerology aspect of this, and I'm going to break it down for truth and kind of show you what I found. And I hope that what I present to you is beneficial, and hopefully you have something for me too. Now, I'll start by talking about what money is to me. To me, money is just value. It's energy, and in life, in the world, there's all types of energy. And when you talk about energy, you know, balance is really important in regards to energy. And with money, it's no different. You know, money can make a lot of situations better, but it can also make a lot of situations worse. You know, if your health was an issue, money could help you fix your health. Sometimes it can't. Some people really overestimate the power of it. If you have an emotional problem, you don't feel good emotionally, money can fix that. But usually, oftentimes it's temporary. It's just that the feeling that it brings. So I don't put too much value on money. I keep it in its place. So this video, I'm going to talk about making investments, knowing the numerology of it, knowing the energetic patterns of the investments that we make so that we can make really good decisions at the right times. I'm going to use cryptocurrency as my example, since crypto and investing is so popular nowadays. I figure I'd talk about that, and the data for it is readily and easily available, that I could use it and show it to you and share what my thoughts are in regards to this. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Your likes, subscribes, your suggestions, comments are strongly encouraged. And again, I hope this helps you. And keep in mind, I'm just a guy on the internet, but I still think this is some really valuable stuff. So enjoy. So since we're talking about money and investment, I guess I'll use Bitcoin as my example here, since it's cryptocurrency is so popular nowadays. So if you're making any type of investment, or you want to kind of track the patterns of money, it doesn't have to be cryptocurrency, it could be anything. The first thing you want to know is when that company or that money making method started. For Bitcoin, it was January 3rd, 2009. As you can see here on my board, as I have it written. And that number is really important to know. And one of the first numbers you want to gain from that date is your personal year number. And the way you gain your personal year number is you take the month of the start date, which is January, and January is a 1 because it's the first month. And then you take the day of that month, which is a 3. So 1 plus 3 equals 4. And then for each individual year, you would take that 4 and add it to the year that you are trying to find a personal year for. And if you look at when the first year that Bitcoin started, 2009, we take the number 4 and we add it to 2, to 0, to 0, to 9, which will give you a 6. So the inception of Bitcoin, it strongly vibrates on a 6. 6 was the start of everything. And if you keep following, 2010, it was a personal year number 7, because you do the same thing. 4 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 0. It will give you a 7. And each subsequent year, you would do the same thing, and it keeps going. Personal, so 2011 personal year number 8, 2012 personal year number 9. And if you look at 2013, it was a personal year number 1, and 1 is like a starting number. Independence is when things, the spark that lights the fire. So 2013 was a personal year number 1. It's when things starting number. And then it kind of stayed around that same value, the price per Bitcoin, until around 2018. 2018, we're back to personal year number 6. We're back where we started. And that's where the value of Bitcoin made a huge leap. It went all the way up to $20,000 per Bitcoin. So the personal year, particularly here, that very first personal year, which is the number 6, is an important theme in regards to Bitcoin. So with knowing that and paying attention to that, the next good prediction you can make here is when the next personal year number 6 will be. And the next personal year number 6 will be 2027. And also, as I just talked about, the personal year number 1, it's kind of a spark to get things started. Next year, 2022, will be a personal year number 1 for Bitcoin. So that's a good year to pay attention to. But 2027 is supposed to be, the big boom, kind of just like what happened in 2018. So that's some things you could you can look up and use in numerology to figure out things about Bitcoin. So we just talked about the personal year number. Now, the personal year number, it basically tells you the potential of each year, and a year is a pretty long time. So now I'm going to shorten down the periods of time to months. Let's talk about the personal month number. You can kind of gauge the energetic numerical vibration month by month. And you calculate the personal month number by taking the personal year, which for Bitcoin, it was January 3rd. So January is a 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. So you take that number, 4, and you add it to the month. And here, the first month is January. It's a 1. So 4 plus 1 equals 5. So the personal month number for January will be a 5. And for February, it'll be a 6. For March, it'll be a 7. And so forth. It keeps repeating itself. 1 through 9, 1 through 9. And if you look next to the month, I have approximate estimates of the price of Bitcoin throughout that month. And I don't really have a special system that you can use to make good predictions here month by month. But what I can do is kind of talk about the pattern that I see here. And the pattern that I see here is that as the numbers increase, escalate up to 9, it's like a dip. And it gets to 1 and it starts to increase again. So like 9, 1, and 2 is like a dip area. So, if you applied logic to that, that seems like a good time to invest. Good time to add money if you want to buy low and sell high, that type of thing. So let's look at the very next year, 2021. You could be your own judge as to, how this works out and, if it's valid or not. Oh yeah, one thing I failed to mention about personal month numbers, but I'll mention it now, is that the personal year number is the dominant number over personal month number. So the personal year number is going to dominate, and it's going to set the whole theme of the personal month numbers. So as the personal year numbers change, it has has an effect on the intensity of the personal month numbers. So that has to be kept in mind as well. But here I have 2021. I just did 2020. Here's 2021. This is a personal year number 9. 2020 was a personal year number 8. And with here, I did the same thing. I did the same calculations. January is a 5. February is a personal month number 6, and so forth. It repeats itself 1 through 9. And I put the Bitcoin values next to each month, like the estimated value throughout each month. And they're, again, they're rough estimates. And again, I see similar pattern that I saw in 2020 that I see here in 2021. And the similar pattern that I see is that around 9 and 1, like the beginning and the end, 9 and 1, there's typically a dip. There's dips in 2020 and here in 2021. So again, I guess the pattern, it looks like the dip time is, the dip time for this is around May, June, July. So it looks like we're gonna encounter dips around that time each year. It looks like the theme here. And here I have all of the numbers, all of the months done except for December, because right now I'm in November 2021. And yeah, so that's the pattern that I see here for that I've shown you with year 2020 and 2021. So I guess I shouldn't just talk about one investment. I should talk about more than one, so that you can compare and look and see and look for patterns. So now I'm going to talk about Ethereum, another really popular cryptocurrency. And with Ethereum, I'm only gonna show you the personal year. I'm not gonna show you the personal month like I did with Bitcoin. If you're interested in knowing that, I've shown you how already. But with Ethereum, again, the start date, the date of inception was August the 7th. August is an 8. 8 plus 7 equals 15. 15 is a 6. So the personal year number for Ethereum is a 6. And you take that number 6 to find out the personal year number for whatever year. You take the number 6, you add it to that year. For example, 2015, 6 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 5, it equals a 5. You add those numbers and you reduce them down to one number, it equals a 5. So 2015 was a personal year number 5 for Ethereum. So Ethereum strongly vibrates on the number 5. So every time we get to a personal year number 5 for Ethereum, according to the patterns that I've seen, you can expect some spikes or some really strong energy to happen. And Ethereum is a pretty young investment. It hasn't gone through a full cycle like Bitcoin has. It will be at a personal year number 5 again in 2024. So, following along with the same logic, and the expectations for this is that there should be a pretty big, significant spike in 2024, because it's a personal year number 5 for Ethereum. And another thing you can look out for also, usually a 1 is like a starting point. And here with Ethereum, the 1, it's like a starting point. It looks like a starting point, just like we've seen with Bitcoin, as I talked about. And 2, the personal year 2, which is this year 2021, there was a huge surge in Ethereum prices. So you can look at it as personal year number 1, the starting point, and a peaking point. So based on this, it looks like Ethereum is about to make a pretty nice surge, but that's just my opinion. and that's Ethereum. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I wish everyone tremendous amounts of growth and abundance and potential in whatever it is you seek to find and fulfill in your life. And hopefully I'll see you again in the future. Thank you. I love you. You all take care. Bye.